haven't done one of these in months, so I'm excited, but today we're doing a current favorites video. I talk about favorites as they come up throughout like vlogs and stuff, but today is a dedicated video to all my favorite things. Makeup, clothing, food, a book, coffee. I'm not repeating stuff from my last Amazon favorites video, so if you want to see, well actually there's one thing. But I have a bunch of other Amazon favorites that I recently talked about in a video, so that video will be linked right here and down below. Today is everything else, so let's get into it. All right, let's start out with actually an under eye powder, which if you've seen any of my videos in the last couple of years, you know that I haven't been using powder underneath my eyes lately at all in the last couple years, because since I've gotten more creases under my eyes, 99% of powders just make my under eyes look worse. But then you deal with, you know, mascara potentially transferring down easier, eyeliner transferring down. When you powder your under eyes, the rest of your makeup tends to just like stay in place better as far as eye makeup. It does also depend on the concealer for me. Some concealers I can wear totally fine without powder, like for example, this one right here that I talked about in my recent speed reviews video, the Estee Lauder Double Wear. This one looks great on its own. I don't feel like I necessarily need to powder it, but then I discovered this under eye powder. So this favorite I actually found, Sarah and I kind of found it together. She picked this up at Ulta and then I ended up trying her powder, but this is the Morphe Brightening Pink Mini Bacon Set powder. So especially loose powder tends to look so bad on my under eyes. It is extremely rare that I like a loose powder, especially underneath my eyes. This one just actually makes my concealer look better, which is what we want, you know? The only way I like to apply it though is with a powder puff. I have this one, I think this is from Yes, I'll link it down below. Just any kind of like squishy powder puff. This is my favorite way to apply it, and I make sure I get it right on the tip of here and get it really good in like the inner corner of my eye and then bring it out. And I like to do this after all of my cream products. So if I'm going to be putting on a cream or liquid bronzer or blush, I do that first and then I put this on, and it also just helps to kind of like blend the other products more seamlessly. This shade isn't super pink. Like as you can see today, it works on my fair skin. It is a little bit, I would say a little bit dark on my fair skin right now. I don't have any self tanner on, but the majority of the summer I wore self tanner, which I will talk about. If you struggle with making your concealer look good underneath your eyes and you have a lot of lines or whatever, I would try this one. Hopefully it works for you. Sarah also loves it. Like I said, she bought the full size. And right on cue, the trash truck. By the way, as I'm putting on makeup, if you're curious what's on the rest of my face, I actually mixed these two today. I mixed the Purito BB cream with the CoverGirl Blurring Skin Tint in the shade 415 Light Neutral. I'm still testing this one. I'm going to be having a foundation updates video coming soon, so mix these two today and I like how it looks. This is what I've been wanting to put on my face and reach for pretty much every single time I do my makeup. This is a tinted SPF, but this stuff has coverage, okay? I get the Flex version. There's like a a matte version. This is the Flex that I'm recommending. It's the Color Science Face Shield SPF 50. It says water resistant up to 40 minutes. This has legit coverage. I would say it's like high medium coverage. Looks beautiful on the skin. It gives this like very plump and just like flattering kind of finish. It's not too glowy. It's not too matte. My mom got this. She loves it. I'm the shade medium when I have tanner on. I need to get the lightest shade probably for when I don't have tanner on. I can do my full face in like, I don't know, 15 seconds. Very quick. If you're like a mom on the go, don't have a lot of time to get ready in the morning, you still want to put on your SPF, but you also want to have a little bit of coverage. This is just so flattering and beautiful. It is pricey, but honestly, this is one of those products that I'm going to be continuing to repurchase because it's unique. You can put just a little bit of concealer on, and I don't feel like I need to put like anything over top of this typically. I usually do put an SPF under my tinted SPF just because I'm psycho and want to make sure I'm getting enough actual SPF coverage, because you do need to, you know, put on a certain amount for the SPF to actually be doing something. So I usually put on a different SPF underneath. This one I'm almost out of it. The tube is like filled with air right now, but I'm like almost out of this guy. It's Korean SPF 50. I think it's called Round Lab. This is like fully in Korean, but this I talked about in my recent speed reviews video. At the beginning, I kind of was like, it's nothing special. And then the more I used it and put other stuff over top, that's when I realized this is very nice for underneath makeup. It gives this just like velvety, smooth finish, really pretty glow, not too glowy, doesn't feel greasy at all, doesn't feel like a sunscreen, it's completely clear, blends out easy, but putting makeup over top of this is really where you notice the difference. Like your makeup just glides very easily over top of this. Velvety, that's the best way I can put it. Let's take a little break from makeup and talk about caffeine. Two coffee favorites that I have repurchased over and over the last, I don't even know how many months I've been using these. Let's start with this guy. This has been my go-to daily morning coffee, my hot coffee. This is the Nescafe espresso roast, but this is the blonde. Okay, gotta get the blonde. I do 3 little like teaspoons of this in my morning coffee. I love the taste of it. It's not acidic. It gives me a good boost. I don't know how much caffeine that is honestly, but I just do, yeah, like 3 little teaspoons. Dissolves really easily. Also, I can easily mix in my collagen powder with this and it dissolves well together. Just has such a good taste if you don't like the bitter, like acidic kind of coffee. It's also just very easy to make in the morning. I still use my Ninja coffee maker with this. I make the hot water from there and I usually put 3 scoops in like 8 ounces of water. So it's like a short kind of coffee, but you could do 10 too. It would just taste a little bit weaker depending on how much you put in, but very easy to make in the morning. I'm all for the quick caffeine in the morning, and this one tastes good and is easy, and I've gone through many jars. And also I saw a TikTok of someone reusing this jar for iced coffee, and I'm definitely going to do that. Like, you just peel off the sticker and then you can reuse this and just like shake your iced coffee in here. And then for iced coffee, this is my afternoon coffee. I love an iced coffee. This is the Nescafe Ice Roast. So this one has a slightly different taste. It tastes more like traditional Nescafe if you've had that, which I also like the taste of, but I think this is like definitely superior as far as taste. This one is very nice because it just dissolves in cold liquid, whether you're mixing it with water, with creamer, with milk. You don't need to add any hot water to this, so it's really easy because it's still instant coffee. You just mix in a couple scoops. I use Fairlife milk and then I'll pour in some creamer. Just makes a good, cheap afternoon cup of iced coffee. Like, these are, by the way, much more affordable than K-Cups, than most bagged coffee. Like, these last me a long time, so very affordable. I also got my grandparents onto this. My grandma loved the taste of this when she came to visit in June, so I ordered them some of this. So I feel like it's a winner. Next up, we have this liquid blush by Huda Beauty. This is in the shade Strawberry Cream. The reason why this is in this favorites video is because it is one of the most long-lasting blush formulas I have found. This stuff stays on your face. We all know a lot of blushes tend to like fade throughout the day. This lasted through Vegas heat. You need the smallest amount too, so this is gonna last a long time because you literally need 1 dot on each side of your face. It's very pigmented, but I like that it's pigmented, but it still blends out easy. It's not difficult to blend. It has a really beautiful sheen to it. It looks just very natural kind of glow. I did today, after I put this on, I did pop on a little more glow because I just wanted it to balance out the matte today. I mixed a blush with a highlighter. I mixed this blush, Rare Beauty Cheer, one of my all-time favorites I've talked about for a long time, with Rare Beauty Mesmerize. This is a highlighter, and this shade is beautiful, by the way. But these two mixed together, I added on top to give just like an extra glow. But day to day, this is like plenty on its own. I just wanted to be a little extra today. I love this so much that I just ordered another shade of this. I ordered like a peachy kind of one, but this shade really does it for me too. It's super flattering on both fair skin and tan skin. Next, we have a drugstore brow product. This has been so much better than pretty much any other brow gel I've tried at drugstore or high-end. This is the new Maybelline Super Lock Tinted Brow Glue. And it is one of those, you know, brow glue products. This is if you want your brows to stay up, stay in place. I have thicker, like coarser brow hair that just doesn't want to keep a hold. And as you can see, I did my makeup probably, I don't know, an hour and a half ago at this point, like my brows, and they are still fully up in place where I last left them. And for me, that's rare. I also love the shade of this. I got the shade medium brown, and I find that it's the perfect tone, not too cool, not too warm, just like nice and neutral. Really love this, and it's drugstore. And then usually I'll use one of my brow pencils with it, but today I did the Urban Decay Brow Blade. I used the pen on the front and then a little bit of the pencil as well. This is in the shade Dark Drapes. Discovered this from when I did my full face of e.l.f. 2025 makeup video. This is the e.l.f. bronzer and contour. This one has been out, I think, for a minute now, but I just never tried it. It's the Camo Liquid Bronzer Contour. This is in the shade Light. So it's a liquid bronzer. Again, you don't need a lot. You can just apply a little, you know, kind of line to your cheek and then also use that to blend up to your temples. The tone is beautiful. The tone just looks like a really pretty tan, especially when I have self-tanner on. I mean, it works today on fair skin, but I really love the tone when I have tanner on. It gives you that like warmth without looking orangey. It's not matte, so if you like a liquid matte bronzer, it's not matte. It does have a little bit of a sheen. It's not too glowy. I just find that it's nice and like natural, kind of flattering. Really nice, affordable. The fact that there's 2 loose powders in this favorites video is not normal, okay? If you know me, that's not normal. But this one is making it in. This is the L'Oreal Blurfection loose powder in the shade Translucent Light. So I've talked about this in so many videos recently, showed it in vlogs, showed it in, I think, the last speed reviews. It is something that I want to reach for and like look forward to using every single time I do my makeup. Like I've talked about in the other videos, do I think it's the most ultimate blurring loose powder I've ever tried? No, I would say it's about 30 to 40% blurring. The rest is like very just flattening in a way. It just looks definitely like very matte, very flattening, but it's very flattering. Let me say very again. So flattering when you have like a super glowy face, just to kind of balance it out, flatten out your pores, mattify things, slightly blur. Like I'll usually put it even on my forehead. That's rare for me with powder, that a powder will look good on my forehead, but I can put this one depending on the foundation, but I usually can put this one between my eyebrows, but I always apply it around my nose to kind of like just smooth out my pores and on my chin. It doesn't take away the coverage. That's also something I look for with loose powders, is a lot of them can just pick up the coverage and take away the coverage for me for whatever reason. This one does not. I can apply this with the powder puff, but my favorite way to apply it is with this brush. It's the Morphe B108. It's just very small and like perfect for getting in the areas that I like to apply this powder because of the size. It's nice and soft. It fits perfectly between my eyebrows, around my pores, just applies it really nicely. And I definitely tap off the excess before I go in with this powder. You don't need a lot of it. Random one, but if you have thick hair, you know it's hard to find clips that actually hold all of your friggin' hair. And my hair, you know, it's like short right now, but still I need something that's like a strong, good claw clip. I have this in pink and black. I actually left the black one at my parents' house in San Diego, and I have been truly missing it in my life. I'm having my mom bring it to Tahoe when we meet them there because that's how much I miss it. But these are from Yes Style, and I'm telling you, these things grip your hair so nicely. I like the shape of them because they curve like against your head, if that makes sense. Maybe doesn't look like it right now because the whole bottom layer of my hair back here is like shaved off from a procedure I had to do, but I have thick hair and I have a lot of it, so even when it's short I need something grippy, and this one is just so nice. It gives you more volume back there too, especially the black one, or if you can find one that like matches your hair. I feel like it just makes you look like you have more volume when you clip it up. All right, let's talk about lips. What I've been putting on my lips pretty much every single day. This is the NYX Line Loud lip pencil in the shade Leave a Legacy. So I've tried various different formulas of NYX lip pencils. I have another one that I brought on my trip that is one of my go-to shade wise. Yeah, this guy. No, not that one. Where is it? Might be in a purse. Anyways, this formula is different. It's super creamy, but it's very long lasting. This one is definitely more long lasting than the other NYX formula I have. Really like the shade. It looks super flattering with different lip glosses. Like, it's very adaptable. I just love how this stays on my lips. Over top, what I've been wanting to reach for pretty much every single day. This is a rediscovery. This is like one of those things I just kind of forgot about until I think I did that e.l.f. video. But this is the e.l.f. Glow Reviver Lip Oil. I'm almost about half out of this. This is in the shade Red Delicious. It's very deceiving. Like, it looks very red. It's not red when you put on your lips, as you can see today. Thing I love about this is it is long lasting. Like, it stays on. The gloss stays glossy. It's very flattering over lip lines. It has a beautiful sheen, like actually very shiny. The applicator is so comfortable. It's like very thick and just like plush against your lips, and it has a minty scent, which is my favorite. I can't stand a fruity scent, so I love when lip products are just minty. And I'll use this with different lip liners. Like, one of my go-tos has been the Huda Beauty Honey Beige. This has been a favorite for years. Or this guy. This one I put all over my lips, but this is the Romand Lip Matte Pencil in the shade Fig Breeze. This is a really unique formula. This one I actually kind of use like a lipstick. I put it all over my lips. Like, I fill in my lips with this. It's not super long lasting, but the thing I love about this, it's very blurring. Like, this is a blurring lip liner. If you have a lot of lip lines and things tend to look just like crepey, you'd probably love this formula. This is my favorite shade. I've tried another one, but it pulled too like orangey on me. I usually put something darker on just like the top and bottom of my lip, and then I'll fill it in with this because it is a little bit light if I just put it on all over. Next up, we have a protein bar. Really just mixing it up in this video, but I can't have whey, so I'm always on the hunt to find good pea protein or vegan protein bars. This is the Barbells hazelnut and nougat. 15 grams of protein, no added sugar. This legit tastes like a candy bar. You can get these at Trader Joe's, and Barbells makes other flavors, but this is unfortunately their only like vegan pea protein kind of flavor. Maybe they have more, but Trader Joe's only stocks this one. I'm not sure. I'm not even really a chocolate person. Chocolate doesn't do it for me, but this flavor, it's not too much. Like it tastes more like a Milky Way almost. Tastes like a Milky Way mixed with Nutella, but in like protein bar form. The texture is great. It's like fluffy. Love it. Okay, the purse that I brought on all of my travels and that I am in love with, this is from Quince. They make this in black and I think like a warmer tan color, but this worked so good for, yeah, all of my travels because you can remove the crossbody strap and just wear it as like a shoulder bag. And if you do that, it looks, you know, a little bit dressier for like going out to dinner. Because there's gold hardware on here, I feel like it just makes it look a little bit more dressy, like you can wear it casual or dressy, and the size is just perfect. I think they also make it in a bigger size. I'll put the size that I got down below. There's good inner pockets. Okay, I need to clean out my purse right now, but it fits the perfect amount. I could fit my vlog camera in here. There's good side pockets. There's a zip pocket and then also a card slot, and I just keep Listerine little strips in the card pocket thing. But yeah, perfect size, great quality. Love this purse. It's my daily go-to purse still right now. These are something that's been a favorite since last year, and I meant to talk about it like a year ago and just apparently never did, but these are actually socks. Okay, I have a backup pair that I got last year because I was afraid that they were going to discontinue these. That's how much I love these. So you can get these from Dick's Sporting Goods. How do I even explain the magic of these socks? These are the ones that I currently wear, so we'll just put those down there. They are so freaking like satiny and smooth on the inside. I think they're aloe infused, which, you know, obviously goes away over time. Like they're definitely the most silky the first, I would say, like 10 to 20 washes. They're still very comfortable after you continue to wear them and wash them. But the beginning is like, I'm telling you, it's magic. It is so silky and so soft. I've never put on a sock like this, and they're very plush, super squishy. These would be a great gift like for the holidays too. Last year they did do, I think it was buy one get one half off, or maybe even buy one get one free. But I have like 4 different pairs of these in different colors. They're my go-to like wear around the house sock, especially when the colder months come. It is an experience on your toes. At the beginning of summer, I went on such a hunt for jean shorts and jeans, but these are jean shorts I've been wearing all summer, and they're actually from Kohl's, and you can get these on sale for, like, don't buy them full price. Wait till they go on sale because I've seen them for literally like under 20 bucks. They're the Aeropostale brand, baggy short. I have this, the shade. I have the size 4 for reference. I honestly think I could have sized down one more size because they do tend to like stretch out as you wear them. Like now I have to wear a belt with them. But the reason why I love these is because they're the perfect height on my torso. They're, you know, the in style kind of baggy style, but not too much to where you look like you're just wearing a trash bag. Like your butt still has a little bit of shape in these. These are what I brought on all my trips. Very comfortable if you struggled finding shorts that fit good, and they're not too short, they're not too long, like perfect length on my legs. Another food favorite, we have Lily's sour gummy worms. Okay, these, you know, all the Smart Sweets, those kind of candies, they're just so freaking overpriced that like they're just annoying to buy. But if you're trying to be healthy but you still want the sweets, or you just want like less sugar at night, these kind of things are great. There's also, what were they called? This brand was so good. The texture was so good. The flavor was so good. Also one of the like lower sugar, like this has under 1 gram of sugar in the entire package, and the entire package is 70 calories. They have fiber. Holy shit, they have a lot of fiber. They have 25 grams of fiber. Okay. Maybe from, is there like tapioca in here? No, it just says soluble corn fiber. Okay. Damn. I always try to find different candies like these, and these two were major winners. If you follow me on Instagram, I also post favorites as they come up on my Instagram stories, so you've seen me talk about this tanner over there, and I think in vlogs. But if you are looking for a deep, dark tan, this is probably the darkest one I found that still looks good on fair skin. This is the Coco Neve Express Tanning Dark Tan Mousse. It has hyaluronic acid. This is a mousse formula. My mom got this. She also loves it. You can leave this on for as little as, I think, an hour. Like my mom only leaves it on for an hour. I typically sleep in this. If you want it really dark, like you can sleep in it, but if you want it a little bit lighter, you can obviously adjust it, just leave it on for a few hours. It is a mousse formula. It dries down nicely. I don't find it to be like annoying to sleep in. It's not too sticky. It does have a color guard. I have white sheets. I just wash them and the color guard comes out. This makes me look like I just got back from a 2-week trip to like Hawaii. Beautiful tone, not too orangey, not streaky, lasts pretty well on me. Like tanners just in general don't tend to stay on me too long especially if I'm in the water and stuff. But this one I get a solid, like, I would say, I don't know, 4 days wear out of. But what I like is that it doesn't wear off patchy. It just fades nicely. You don't need to like scrub it off. And I've even layered other tanners over this like as it's fading, and it's totally fine. Got a few fashion clothing finds, and then I still have some more food to talk about too. My favorite topic. So this is an Amazon tank top. I mentioned it in my Amazon favorites video, the last one, but this is a second color that I got, this like light taupey color. The fabric of these is so nice. It's like nice and thick, not too suffocating though, because some of the, like I just put on an Express shirt the other day that was that like thick smoothing material, but I literally felt like I couldn't breathe. This is like smoothing and nice and thick in a good way, you know, you can still breathe. It's always nice. I love the neckline on this too. It's a nice square neckline, very flattering. I have this in black, and the black is definitely my most worn because I don't feel like I need to wear a bra with that one since it's dark. So this one, I feel like I do need to wear a bra. I'll put my size down below. And then last clothing item is this jacket. This is from Quince. I have it in 2 colors. It's this cream color, I think it's tofu is the shade, and then also in black. Great versatile jacket. Again, I can wear it on like morning dog walks because it's not too thick. It's a nice like windbreaker kind of material, but the inside is actually super comfortable and soft. There's too many things I want to say about this jacket. I don't know where to start. It has a hood that actually folds into this collar and unzips. So that's cool thing number one, because especially if you're like out on a walk and it starts raining, or you're traveling and you want a versatile kind of jacket, this one, especially in the tofu color, I feel like it's cute enough to, you know, wear as like a cute outfit, but then also you can dress it down and just wear it like walking your dog or something. It has pockets, zipped pockets, and the inside material is what really does it for me, because it's not that like scratchy, annoying windbreaker kind of material on the inside. Still not too warm, but it has this nice soft like silkiness to it on the inside. The fit is so cute, perfect cut, perfect fit, and it's nice and light for travel. Okay, looking at my food list here, we have the Yasso Poppables, great healthier kind of sweet option. These are actually made from Greek yogurt. They're very low in calorie, and a few of these do it for me to knock out my sweet tooth at night. And they have different flavors. They have like a fudge one that's really good. I like the vanilla. I think they should make a strawberry. That would be very good with like the chocolate outside, but they have like a crunchy kind of chocolate outside, and then the inside, even though it's made of Greek yogurt, it literally tastes like ice cream. I don't think you can tell a difference at all. We always have Spindrift and Poppy on hand. The grape and berry Poppy are my absolute favorites. Grape, I used to not be into. I used to think it tasted like cold medicine. I don't know. I'm in a grape phase right now. If you haven't tried these flavors of Poppy, you need to. I think they are the best. The berry reminds me of just like candy. Spindrift has been coming out with so many new flavors. I've stopped getting all other kinds of sparkling waters because the natural flavor, I mean, okay, all this other stuff probably has the natural flavors in it, but I drink a lot of sparkling, you know, canned kind of beverages. I usually have at least 1 Spindrift a day, usually like 2. And so all of the LaCroix, a bunch of the other brands, the Trader Joe's ones, they all have like the natural essence or natural flavors. And if it's something I'm drinking like twice a day, I just would rather get Spindrift, knowing that Spindrift is literally just like this squeezed fruit. It's all natural. There's not any of the kind of like added stuff. We get them at Costco, but then the other flavors they usually only have at like Safeway, all the other stores like that. Favorites are fruit punch. Oh my God, delicious. They have that at Trader Joe's. And then also strawberry lemonade. Those are my 2 current go-to flavors. I think they're the best ones. I also always love a lemon. I do love Spindrift lemon, just like nice and refreshing. The Costco dried pineapple. I don't want to say it tastes like candy because I think that's annoying, but the texture of it, it does have a nice chewy like candy texture. It is really satisfying at night to have as like your sweet thing. and it usually does the trick because it's very sweet. You only need a little bit, good texture. The Costco one is like nice and moist and you get this giant bag. And then last food favorite are these Trader Joe's bonbons. My mom used to get these years ago, like when I was in high school. Again, I'm not even a chocolate person, but these do it for me because they have a thin, like hard outer layer. But then what I really love is at the bottom, there's this like chewy brownie. That's the best part. I could do without the outside, but the chewy brownie with the ice cream really does it for me. Last favorite is a book, and it is by Taylor Jenkins Reid, which I normally don't love her books, honestly. I liked, what's it called? Her most popular one, Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo, but I wasn't like gushing over it. And then her other books, like I've read a couple really bad ones from her, and then yeah, they're just like usually hit or miss for me. But her new book, Atmosphere, I loved. I loved every minute of it. I was like engaged the whole time. It feels different to me than her other books. I feel like I can't give kind of like a synopsis without giving away too much, but I will put a little snippet on the screen here. So that's everything. I'll have all the products I talked about today listed down below in the description box. I'll break it out into like makeup, food, clothes, so it's easier to find. By the way, any other makeup, I'm trying to think what I used. I put this on my eyes, the Love's Journey. I just used a couple of the shimmery shades on my lid and a matte one in the crease. For lashes, I put on the Maybelline Falsies Push Up Angel mascara, and then I put on a couple of these little lashes on the outer corners of my eyes. These ones I've been trying. They're the Ardell version of, like, I love the Kiss ones like these. These are the Ardell. The glue, unfortunately, they get everywhere, so there's only like half of them that I'm actually able to use, but I definitely prefer the Kiss ones over these. I think I told you everything else on my face. The shirt that I'm wearing was thrifted from ThredUp. Any of my other rings, bracelets, anything else I have on, I always link down below in the description box as well. But I love you guys. Thanks for watching. See you in my next video. Bye.